Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video we're going to be doing coffee with Molly. So this is a new series that I said I am going to start, and I'm just so pumped to do it. So let's just jump straight into having coffee with me. But first, if you could smash me a big thumbs up down below and subscribe to this channel, I'd forever be grateful. So let's get on to the video. As you can see, Starbucks drink, my amazing mug. So what we're gonna do is shaky, shaky, shaky. Try to open the bottle. There we go. Place the lid up. Well, I was gonna put, oh well. So welcome to episode 2 of Coffee with Molly. As you see, Starbucks drink, yeah. Let's get on to it. And today we're going to be speaking, well, I say I am going to be speaking to myself, basically about ADHD and dating and my experiences with ADHD and dating. So yeah. I hope you guys are sitting comfortably and you've got your drink with you. Like I say, today's little chat is going to be about ADHD and dating. So, so basically my dating life is absolutely shocking. My experience is absolutely shocking. So I just want to tell you what not to do, basically. That's more like it. Let's just go. We'll do a cheers, ready? 1, 2, 3, cheers! Almost. So, my experiences with dating. So, I had many little, like, fairy tale, little kiddie relationships growing up. I had, like, a long-term-ish boyfriend when I was in secondary school, like, I thought I loved him. It doesn't matter, like it doesn't matter. But anyway, I thought I loved him and I was really like, oh my god, can we meet up? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Yeah, like little yeah, like that was the type of like relationship it was. Like, yeah. Where I live, there's this thing called Snap. It's like a disco where kids like go. Like it's a big hall, it's a disco, and like it's open for kids like from the age of like 11 to 13, and it's just like a club every kind of Saturday. It's called Snap, and you just boogie, and if you got a boyfriend you go there to kiss, and oh my god, it's so cute. So yeah, you know, that was that type of relationship, like only a childish one, like who cares. Anyway, yeah, that was ages ago. So then when I left kind of school, I started college. So obviously I was like 14 at the time. No, I was like, no, I was not 14. That's not, I was 16 at the time. That is more like it, not 14. I was thinking, bloody hell, 14? No, 16 at the time. I started college, got myself a little job in Poundland, and I met I met a boy that I thought I absolutely like loved. And yeah, basically this was the relationship to me that I can look back on and I'd be like, oh my god, that broke my heart. Like, he broke my heart. Basically, he was just not a nice person. Controlling, used to make me cry all the time, ignore me. Like, he just wasn't a nice person. But for some reason, you know, when I don't use the word love lightly, but I would say I loved him. Like, I would confidently say, like, oh my god, I love that person. But it ended, like, after about a year, I think. Like, on and off for, like, a year. And I was very hurt, actually, by that. It really hurt me. Anyway, so yeah, like, dating was, like, never a thing that was very natural to me. It never felt natural. It was always, like, forced, because I didn't know how to act. It was like, am I meant to do this? Am I meant to do that? I didn't ever feel like natural about it. It always felt really foreign to me. Like, I didn't know what to do, and I understand that pretty much happens to everyone. I know. But like, I wasn't ever possessive, or like I wouldn't care if that person hung out with a girl, like another girl. Like, things like that don't bother me, because like for me, I'm super loyal, so I kind of expect my partners to be loyal too, I guess. It never really, like, cheating, or I've never been cheated on. Well, I don't think so anyway, but like, no, I don't think so. But like, all of this kind of relationship stuff never felt like natural to me. It was all like, it was always like almost fake. Like, I don't think I've ever had like an actual relationship, because I never feel like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I don't feel, how can you explain it? Like, mature. Like, I don't feel like I've ever had a mature relationship. Like, I've never had an actual relationship. It's always been like kiddie relationships, like nothing ever serious. And of course I'd love to be like able to have a boyfriend that would turn into a husband, and then, you know, build our own house and have our own family. Like, of course that's the dream, but again, it's a dream. It probably won't happen. But anyway, who cares? I keep saying who cares, but deep down I do care. So yeah, I do care, but I'm trying to play it off that I don't care, because that's my coping mechanism. Like, pretend things are funny. Otherwise I'll probably cry. So yeah, basically my relationship experience hasn't been great. I've had I think the last boyfriend was like 3 years ago, and yeah, I've not really bothered since, like, nor have I really cared since, really. Cared? No, no, it's not I haven't cared, it's just never happened. And again, where I was diagnosed, I kind of stopped forcing things. Like, if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. Like, I don't need to be reaching milestones that society set for me, because I have to have a boyfriend by the time I'm 23, which is on Friday, and I'm like, ah. So yeah, I'm not a birthday lover. I struggle with birthdays.
Right, we're not talking about birthdays, Molly. Shut up. Stop interrupting your own conversation. Just be quiet.
Back in the room. Right, so yeah, I've never really been one for relationships. It's never been natural. It's always kind of been kiddish, childish, not mature relationships. So basically what I'm going to be like chatting to you guys about really is what to expect when dating someone with ADHD, because I feel like we have our own little niche needs, and obviously every person is different. So I'm talking about me with ADHD, and there are going to be some other people that can totally relate to me, and there'll be other people that really can't relate to me and would be like, what the hell are you talking about? So anyway, if you can relate to me, this is the kind of like dating tips for dating those people with ADHD. Obviously there are other ADHDs out there that will need other stuff, but I'm very much an emotional person. I need emotional attachments. So I need constant reassurance, like all the time. I need someone to tell me, yeah, you're doing good, or yeah, you know, I don't even know what I need half the time. And I think that's probably why I'm super puzzling, because I don't even know what I need myself, so how can anyone else know what I need? So if I had to give kind of some tips on dating an ADHD like me, I would 100% say you have to be like okay with plans changing at like the last minute. Like, because us ADHDers, you know, we will be like, oh my god, yeah, let's do that tomorrow, and when the time comes, we're in a completely different mindset, a completely different like mood in that particular time, different from what they were when we agreed. And like, plans can't be like 100%, like that's me anyway. Like, I need plans to be flexible, so I don't feel like I'm I'm stuck into a routine, like into a plan, because I don't like feeling like stuck. So for me, I'd have to have someone that would understand that there needs to be like a plan A, plan B, plan, basically you need a plan for the whole alphabet, because my moods can vary. So you need to like be okay with like changing plans to meet the needs of my moods, because one day I could be super motivated and be like, yeah, tomorrow we're gonna go to IKEA and we're gonna buy everything, and I'm gonna come home and I'm gonna sort everything out, and then the tomorrow comes and I'll be like, yeah, that was yesterday, I'm not doing that today. So I think another kind of thing that I would want an ADHDer, no, I would want someone who is dating kind of me to know as an ADHDer, that, you know, you're gonna have to learn that I will push you away, and I will tell you that I don't want you to do these things, or like, no, I don't need you there, I don't need this, because I'm like, people need to realise that I'm a really vulnerable person, and I would rather push someone away than them push me away. Like it's really hard, but when you like to allow someone into me, to into my life, and allow someone to wholeheartedly know Molly, like know every single inch of me, like know everything about me, that will take time. Like that isn't going to happen overnight. Like I'm not going to be able to be who I actually am in front of you until I know I can trust you. And there will be times where you feel like I'm hitting my head against a brick wall here, like we're going one step and then taking 5 back, you know. It's not like I don't care or that I'm gonna never be able to be who I am with you. It's just, it takes a little longer for me personally to be able to open up emotionally and communicate with you, because I have to know like how to, and processing how to like communicate, understanding your boundaries, understanding my boundaries, and being able to open up and trust you is on a completely different level. Like I find that hard. So for me personally, I would need someone who is like emotionally connected to me, can sense when actually she needs space, or actually her pushing me away is actually her needing me more. Like I think that's going to be hard, and finding someone that can do that, I think they're going to have to be like really kind of like laid back and chilled. Whereas I think in a relationship, you know, I think there is always someone who is either super chilled, or there's someone that will be the feisty one and will be like, you know, will be the one that would be like stick up for themselves and be a bit like, no, don't do that to, yeah. So you're gonna have to get used to kind of having to just be the one that's kind of laid back, because when it comes to like my emotions and regulating them, like I need someone that would just listen to me and not like fuel my fire by being like feisty and shouting at me. Like sometimes when I'm so upset and I don't know how I feel, I use like anger as a way to communicate that I'm struggling. And the worst thing for me would be if someone, to match my anger, I'd need someone to be super chilled and be like, do you know what, I totally get ya, let's just go our separate ways for 10 minutes, you do what you want and I'll go sit over there, and when you're ready come back. Like I'd need someone to be chilled. I wouldn't need someone like I seriously don't need someone that would be super soft with me either. Like I need someone to like, no, you're like, Moles, you're pissing me off here, like don't talk to me like that, and you know, you've really overset the mark and I'm not having it, like, you know. But I wouldn't need someone that's going to be like, oh Molly, don't worry. I'd need someone to set me clear boundaries and keep me in line, but then I wouldn't need someone that's going to let me walk over them, because either end of this, it could go drastically wrong. Like I need someone to have both qualities but know when to use the qualities. And I mean, I'm asking a lot here and I know that, but I think for me to be able to be who I am and fall in love, I'm gonna need someone that can be super emotionally connected to me. And I mean, I just find it difficult to believe that there's someone out there that would accept me for all of my kind of differences in life. And when I say differences, I don't mean like ADHD differences. I mean the emotional and the social aspects of ADHD. Like I don't like with ADHD and like anger and stuff like that, of course, like that would be me. That's my, like that, I have to work on that myself. That's not down to anyone else. Like that's my own issue and I will have to work on that. That is not my partner's issue. Like me being angry, that's not their fault. Like no. But what I mean is like emotionally connected to me. I mean they have to be okay with understanding that, you know, there are going to be days where emotionally brushing my teeth and getting up, washing my hair and going out is going to be extremely difficult, and I'm going to need someone who isn't going to pressurize me and be really hard on me. But then I'm going to, you know, on the other hand, I'm going to need someone to say, come on, don't worry about brushing your hair, don't worry about brushing your teeth, just get up and we'll watch a movie on the sofa and we'll chill, you know, instead of someone being like, why haven't you done the housework, why haven't you done this, or why blah 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 blah, like why aren't you going out with friends, or pressurizing me to be social when I don't want to. Like I need someone to be in the middle that would encourage me to go out of my comfort zone, but also know that there's a time and a place to be encouraging in that aspect, and know that actually no, today's not a good day, so we're not going to do that. Like I'll cancel the plans and we'll have time to ourselves and we'll chill. Like there has to be a good balance, I think. But yeah, I think it's going to be really hard, and I don't even think it's hard on anyone else, because I'm going to have to be okay with the fact that there is going to be someone that is willing to take on all this. And willing to understand me. But believing that there is someone that wants to is super difficult for me, because for me, I'm like, no, I'm not good enough for anyone because I have too much baggage. Like, I can't do this and I can't do that. You know, I think emotionally ADHD carries such a heavy, like, imagine like a rucksack. ADHD has such a heavy rucksack. It comes with all different like elements, like loads of, imagine like, I don't know, the emotional baggage in there, and then you've got the social kind of impact baggage in there, the anger management, the like, you know, the rejection sensitivity, you know, all of this stuff, like anxiety, the built up aggression, all this stuff in a bag. Imagine trying to carry that on your back, and then getting used to carrying it all on your back and masking, but then believing that someone would be happy to help you carry that bag and take some of that baggage out and put it on their back. It's hard to believe that anyone would be willing to do that. And I think that's what sets me back from being able to be okay with allowing someone in, regardless if they're my partner or even just a friend. Like, allowing someone into that space is super vulnerable. Like, it makes me vulnerable, and it makes me believe that if I let someone do that, then I'm gonna end up hurt, because that's how it always like ends for me, is like I'm always taken advantage of. And I think I have to learn that not everyone is going to be like that, and there is going to be someone out there that does have good intentions towards me. But I think past trauma with like friendships and broken down relationships, I think that's given me more of a barrier that makes it near on impossible for someone to get over those obstacles. Because for me, it's like I put that barrier up to protect myself, but then by protecting myself, I'm kind of isolating myself, which makes it really hard for me to be able to like thrive in social situations, because I don't allow myself out of my comfort zone. So I think personally, like, there'd have to be a man that would be like totally okay with being at home and being like present in the moment with me when I need it, but also a man that realizes I'm an independent woman, and there are going to be days where I'm just going to want to go do my own thing. I'm going to want to be just with my mum and dad, like be with my family, and not be like suffocating to me. Do you know what I mean? Because I need my own space. And that is, I mean, in a relationship, I think that is hard, because, you know, I see a lot of these couples that I watch, YouTubers, and they're together constantly, and to me that freaks me out, because I'm just like, how could you be together 24/7? Like, it freaks me out. Like, what about if I want to do my own thing? Like, what about if I want to spend time with my mum on my own? Like, I don't want someone there. Like, like, yeah, basically it just worries me sometimes, and I'm just scared of relationships, I guess. You know, ADHD has such a stigma, and it's almost like frowned upon. Like, it's almost like, well, it doesn't matter, it's ADHD, like, who cares? Like, it doesn't impact your life. But the thing is, it does. And I think opening up about it and speaking to someone that you could potentially, like, you know, live with, love, end up with forever, like, opening up and saying, oh, I have ADHD, that could be really scary, because that could push people away. And I wouldn't want to not tell someone. Like, I've thought to myself many times before, like, maybe I, you know, relationships, friendships, maybe I just wouldn't tell them. Like, I wouldn't say anything. But like, then I think to myself, like, why should I do that? Like, why the hell should I do that? Why should I hide who I am? Because, you know, a lot of people say ADHD isn't your identity. You know, you're not labelled with ADHD. But the thing is, you know, I know it's super controversial, and people will be like, well, it's not your identity. No, it's not my identity, but, you know, it is who I am. And ADHD is, you know, like, I saw this quote once, and I'm going to put it up on the screen here, and it said, oh, you like my personality? It's a disorder. Like, it's funny, because ADHD is my personality. Like, everything I am is because of my ADHD. Like, I grew up undiagnosed, so I didn't have a label, I didn't have an excuse, I didn't have any of that. So who I am is because of my ADHD being, like, undiagnosed. Everything I am is my ADHD, and it's not my identity. I'm Molly, but my ADHD gives me these amazing, like, talents. For example, I'm really creative. I'm really generous. I'm extremely passionate, and I am so compassionate. My empathy level to others is like rocket high. Like, I'm super empathetic, and my ADHD makes me like that because it's made me like realise things growing up undiagnosed. So if you think about it, like, growing up undiagnosed has done me a favour because I've learnt lessons the super hard way. You know, I had to learn that friendships shouldn't be taken for granted, and I've learnt that it hurts like hell to be pushed out of a friendship circle. It hurts like hell to be bullied. It hurts like hell to be rejected. And I've learned all these things, and it's almost like I know when other people are feeling like that, and I know what to do. I know what to say because I've been there and I've done it, and I've learnt these lessons. So it's just really hard to open up about the reality of ADHD because it honestly impacts every part of my day-to-day life, and it is my identity, it is who I am. So yeah, I think personally relationships when you have ADHD, especially, like, again, this is my life with ADHD, it's not like based off everyone with ADHD. So if you are like me and you feel like you have a lot of these traits that I have, you live life just like me, then obviously you're going to be able to relate to this, and I hope me speaking openly about it will help you kind of be like, oh yeah, this is like, I don't know, help you build positive relationships, get into relationships because you understand yourself more. But like, yeah, I'm not at all a relationship therapist professional. Like, I haven't ever had a successful relationship. I've never been in like a long-term relationship. I've never been anything like that. So I'm not like here preaching it. I'm just opening up about like what I feel would help ADHDers like me. Yeah, but anyway, I really hope that you've enjoyed this little kind of sit down chat. I do like doing these videos because I feel like I'm connecting and you guys are getting to know me a little bit more. But yeah, I'm so thankful for each and every one of you, and if you do want to have a coffee with me, let me know in my Instagram DMs because I really want to book as many of you guys in. I want to get to know as many of you guys, and I want to know how I can help you, like what videos you want to see, what videos you don't like. But yeah, anyway, who cares? Yeah, so if you like my videos, please like and subscribe, and if you can share, I would be 100% appreciative of that. So yeah, I guess thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.